Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off and running from Orlando. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Cook. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. 2nd and 3 now. From the 24. And in for the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. McCole Hardman now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, kid. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, They'll come back to that call later.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, and they go right back to him. He's got a gain of 6 there. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They're now set for a 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Kelsey makes the catch. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him. One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of... The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Reed now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And that defense reacts quickly. Wow, they take him down near the 21. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's going deep. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge up on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Jukes out a one-stop, and he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now give left side to Pacheco. And he gets him around 6 there. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Has it in close. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Vacates quickly left side. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Throwing here, Hurts. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. And it's the Broncos. With it, first and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Moore's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense set for a first and 10. Hurts throwing again. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts now from the gun. He has the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with. And when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Broncos get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish it.
He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Keyword, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs, in fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Into the secondary past the 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So even with the penalty, they're still electing for the point after and a tie game. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Connects with Cook. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
They'll run it with Cook. He gets the first and more inside the 15. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines a lot well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Running this one left. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
This one finds Kelsey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably but then go to work after.
Running right is Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
when we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. A tight end in motion now. Second and 13. Oh, big moment here. This is intercepted. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now a give to Cook, running left. Breaks the tackle, Green grabs the head. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Broncos in range for a game-winning score. They'll come up 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
Short pass brought in. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Looking to throw it. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll run it with Pacheco. That's the 1st and more past midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Orlando.